Hey guys, so this is a very controversial topic that I'm about to talk about, and I want to leave a little disclaimer real quick. If this stuff is sensitive to you, please don't watch this video because I'm going to go into a lot of in-depth things. I'm going to give a lot of examples that some people might find uncomfortable. I don't know, just if you're very sensitive to controversial topics, why the hell are you on this video, first off? And second off, just go away. Also, comment section, I don't want to see with hate. If I do see hate in the comment section, I'm going to, first off, delete your comment. And second off, turn off comments. I was going to do that, but I want to hear what you guys think about this stuff. Only positive things, not like hate-filled things. I honestly love seeing the comments that are like, you're such an inspiration, and your singing voice is so great, and I like seeing those positive comments. And I just want to see positivity all around in the comments of this video. And please ignore my hair, I just got out of the shower, but that's what I want to see, so please do that. If I see that people are not doing that, I'll turn off comments, okay? I want my channel to be a place where you're free to express yourself in whatever manner you want to, but at the same time with respecting other people's way of expressing themselves, other people's way of labeling themselves. So I'm going to delve into this. It's going to be a bumpy ride. So what we're here to talk about today is genders. Yeah, when I said this was controversial, I wasn't kidding. Genders. So everyone knows about the transgender thing and like all the controversy surrounding bathrooms and all that stuff. Everyone knows about that. It's just a thing that's going on in the world today. And I want to share my experiences with this stuff. I want to share what I personally go by whenever you see that I'm, like, whenever you refer to me. I want to talk about what I prefer to be referred to as, and my personal experiences with bigotry and basically people just being assholes. So sorry, my phone was dying, so I had to put on a charger, and now we're in my kitchen. There we go. Just gonna sit down. It's really cold in my house, I apologize. Okay, so yeah, anyone who knows me or has been on this channel for a long time, you guys know that I'm non-binary. So what does non-binary mean? Non-binary means you don't go by either gender. You don't feel like you're either of the stereotypical genders, boy and girl. You don't feel like that. So usually non-binary people want to go by they, them. Or sometimes they'll add some of the like original pronouns to it. So like they, them, her, she, they, them, he, him. So stuff like that. I personally would love to go strictly by they, them. I don't want to go by they, them, her, she, but I currently do because my family are dicks, basically. That sounds so bad, but it's true. No, even though I want to go by they, them strictly and nothing else, I know that there's going to be people in my life who've known me since I was born who aren't gonna like just automatically get used to me being called they, them, because that's what I've decided. That's the revelation I've come to after thinking about this for 5 years, mind you. Yes, I've been questioning my gender for 5 years. Ever since I started questioning my sexuality, I also started questioning my gender when I was in 7th grade. 7th grade is when I realized, hey, I'm attracted to girls. This is weird. What does this mean? And in 7th grade is also when I was like, oh, there's all these people who are changing their genders. What does this mean for me? Do I have to change my gender? Like, all this fun stuff. And I mean, I've grown up since then. I mean, like, if you guys go to the very beginning of my channel, I started making videos and posting them in about 6th grade going into 7th grade. So you guys can see me growing up from way back then all the way to now just on my YouTube channel. And you guys can see the revelations I've come to, how comfortable I've become with my person, how happy I have become since then. Because when I started this YouTube channel, that's also when I started having depression. That's also when I started having all these mental issues on top of everything else. I was sitting there questioning my sexuality, questioning my gender, while also having this mental disorder brewing in my brain, saying hi, making me want to kill myself, starting cutting, actually attempting suicide. And now suddenly I'm here. 3 years later, after I attempted suicide and went to a mental hospital and got sent to a hospital where they flushed my blood, after all of that, here I am. And I'm finally happy with myself. And I finally understand who I am as a person. And not everyone can say that. Not everyone can say that they are perfectly comfortable with themselves because of the people around them. Like, my aunt, she is transitioning. She used to be a he. She used to be my uncle. She's transitioning. And no one in my family is accepting it. My parents, I'm not sure if they're accepting it or not. I honestly can't tell because they're kind of weird. But, like, no one's accepting it. Everyone's talking about her behind her back. Everyone's purposely calling her by names that she doesn't want, by pronouns she doesn't want. And even though she keeps trying to correct them, nothing's working. And it's bullshit. I'm not saying that they should automatically freaking just start calling her by her preferred pronouns. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they should at least respect her decision to go by these pronouns. It's like when you meet someone new and they're like, hey, my name's Robert, but I prefer to go by Bob. Like, you're not going to call them Robert, right? You're going to, like, respect the fact that they want to be called by their nickname Bob. That's such a random name. Sorry. You're going to respect that they want to go by that nickname. And it's the same way with genders. Sex is what you were born into. I am biologically a female. I have boobs. I got everything that a female has, but I personally want to go by they, them pronouns. I personally identify as non-binary. That's what makes me feel comfortable. That's what makes me happy. And that's what makes me feel confident. Like, I'm confident when I'm walking down the sidewalk and I'm like, yeah, I'm non-binary. People may see me and think that I'm a girl, but I personally identify as non-binary. I actually don't really think about it when I'm going for a walk, but still. And it's fudge. I feel like it's something that's not talked about enough, especially non-binary. Like, no offense to trans people. I mean, my aunt's transgender. Transgender people, I'm not saying that what's going on with your fight is dwindled, but, like, everyone's talking about these transgender people, transgender this, transgender that. No one ever talks about non-binary, because non-binary is not transgender. Just because there are other genders doesn't mean that transgender is the only one, and that's the one that mainly gets the spotlight because of everyone fighting for transgender rights when it's also other genders' rights. It's just gender rights in general, but everyone's saying it's transgender rights. We don't acknowledge the other genders that are out there, like non-binary. And I mean, I'm not really complaining. I'm like, I want to stay out of this, but thanks, guys. But I'm just trying to, like, bring to light some things that people don't really talk about. I personally have had a really close friend. He was like a brother to me. And when I was scrolling through Facebook one day, I noticed that he shared something about transgenders, saying that they had a mental disorder, and saying that the only real genders are boy and girl. And that really hurt me. Because I've always been super open to being non-binary. One time I thought I was gender fluid, but I've been so open about this, about who I am. And I even told him that I had a transgender aunt. And he posts this. So I was really hurt because this is like a brother to me. He was like a brother to me. So I confronted him about it. I'm like, hey, this is not right. I would appreciate it if you didn't post this. Look, I'm really angry at you right now. This is something that I can't do. And he refused to apologize. He said that it was his feelings. He's like, there's only one gender. God made everyone the one gender and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't be friends with you. And that was the hardest thing that I have ever, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, is cut that person out of my life because he didn't respect who I was as a person and who other people were. And it still haunts me today because we both go to Tri Rivers together now, and before he did all this, I was so excited about us going to school again after he moved away, and now suddenly I'm not friends with him anymore because he's such a bigot and he wouldn't fucking... Sorry, I got really emotional. Because he's such a bigot and he wouldn't accept me for who I was. And that hurt. And it still does, clearly, because I was like tearing up right there. I've been trying to catch my bearings. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I just took a minute to cool down and, like, clean myself up a little bit. Anyways, it's people like that we don't need here. And with the bathroom situation, because that's another thing that comes up a lot when talking about genders. Europe, we're going to bring up Europe real quick. In Europe, they typically have one restroom. That's just something that they have. And not every country has it, but I know that some countries do. And they're so confused by our bathroom thing. They're like, well, what the heck's up with the bathrooms? I mean, this makes no sense to us. Because they have one bathroom for everyone. Like, men and women and all the other genders go into that restroom and they use the restroom. That's all they do. That's all there is to it. And we're making such a big deal about knocking down a wall, basically. Because when you think about it, every public place that you go to, the male and female bathrooms are side by side. Connecting them or making one bathroom would be as simple as breaking down a wall and redoing the plumbing. But people don't want to do it because here in America and as humans in general, we have this thing where we have to put labels on everything. You are biologically a girl. You are going to go there because that is what it is labeled as. There we go. And I also feel like it's kind of a sexist thing, because, like, we're not going to get into that. But I think the reason why we have separate bathrooms and, why we had them originally is because of sexism. I'm not saying that's true, but honestly, it probably is. Let's be honest. All right, I'm gonna quickly let Cosmo out before he kills me. Cosmo, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside, baby? So, this is such a controversial topic. And I know it is. And you guys saw me just, like, about to cry because of people. And I want to be real with you guys. I feel like we should live in a society where we should accept everyone. And the reason is because when we don't accept people, that's how wars happen. That's how this happens. That's how that happens. Okay, wars don't happen because of that. Wars happen for different reasons, but a good portion of the time the wars happen because people can't accept others. Or they're being unfair. Like, and I'm trying to think of where I want to go from this now because I've gotten to the point where, like, everything that I had planned is, suddenly, I've already talked about everything that I had planned, and now I don't have any plans anymore for the rest of this video of what I want to talk about. So I'm at the point where I'm at, like, pause. Okay, long story short, I feel like the other genders don't get as much recognition as the transgenders do. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that's a good thing because with transgenders, they're actually just switching over their whole gender because they feel like a boy or a girl. And that's okay. And that's fine. I mean, I understand what... Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about now. I just had a moment. But, like... I mean, transgenders in the military. I could be non-binary and go into the military. Actually, I couldn't because I'm gay. That's not a lie. I could go in... I'm talking about the USA military, by the way. I know that transgenders are getting a lot of hate in the military and stuff. First off, that's bullshit. What shouldn't matter what your gender is when you're fighting. No one goes up to someone when they're freaking throwing grenades at them like, what's your gender? And I know that they're like, oh, it's going to make the other soldiers uncomfortable. Soldiers are busy thinking about freaking killing other people to protect us. They're not worried about what someone identifies as. And if they are, then they're just stupid. It's like the same thing with people and homosexuals. I'm gonna go let my dog in before he fucking kills me. What are you doing? Charlie, stop fighting him. Go lay down. Anyways. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. So, it's like with homosexuality. Everyone's, like, feeling so uncomfortable because this person is attracted to this this specific sex. They're not attracted to this one. This is weird. Like, and then people going into the military and they're like, you know, you can't be gay in the military. Well, why not? Why do we not care? I mean, why do we care if a soldier is gay and sharing rooms with, like, let's say it's a man and he's sharing a room with all these other men and he's gay? Who fucking cares? If you had girls and boys sharing a room together, yeah, someone's gonna get raped if two girls were... That sounds so bad. I'm kidding. But, I mean, if you're worried about rape, honestly, rape could happen anytime. Even, like, straight men rape other guys just because they're fucking horny. So why are we so worried about this? I don't know. Anyway, so it just doesn't make sense to me, and I just really think that we should start accepting people for who they are. And I hope that you all understand that I go by they, them pronouns, and that I am non-binary. And I hope that you guys respect that, and if you don't, just stop watching my videos. Like, fuck. It's not that hard. I just want all of us to accept each other for who we are and to respect each other's decisions when they come up. Because some of the stuff I've been seeing in the media recently is very hurtful. By recently, I mean not really recently, and this just came to my head when I was in the shower. But some of the things I've been seeing in my personal life and everything else recently makes me wish that our country was different. Because it's so horrible what is going on with all the hate that's going on with genders and sexualities. And we should all just accept each other. We should all just be happy that we're fucking alive, because, I mean, with all those natural disasters that are happening and all those wars that are going on, can we all just be happy that we're alive and just be happy that everyone else is alive, please? Like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit what you identify as or what you're attracted to. What I care about is you being alive. Good job. You're alive. Fucking whoop-de-doo. I don't care what you believe. I don't care about your beliefs. All I really care about is being alive. Like, hey, I made it to almost fucking 18. Good job, me. You did it. Why can't we just be happy that we're alive? Honestly, why do we have to be so petty about these stupid things because of a book? Yes, I blame a lot of this on religion, but honestly, we're not going to get into that. Forget that I said that, because that's going to cause a lot more controversy than this freaking talk already has caused. So we're just going to brush that away. Why can't we all just be happy that we're alive? Honestly. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, and please accept other people for who they are, and just be happy that you're alive. Be positive. We're all here for each other, and if you guys need someone to talk to, go ahead and message me on Google. I can give you guys some other ways to contact me after that. And I can be there for you and be a shoulder for you to cry on. Because, honestly, I find it so hard to go on with life when you don't have someone to talk to. And as someone who has gone through depression and suicide and all that crazy stuff, I know that it's really important to have someone to talk to about this stuff, someone who understands and someone who will lift you up and help you through. So please don't be afraid to contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you. I'll be happy to let you know that it's okay that you feel this way. And, yeah, so please don't leave hate in the comments. Please leave nice things in the comments. I'm not going to tell you guys what to comment down below like I usually do, because this topic's so controversial that anything that I tell you guys to comment down below is going to cause, like, fucking all hell to break loose. Please be respectful in the comments as well, and, just be good people, please. Please. That's all I ask from you. That's like the only thing that I'm ever going to ask from you guys. Please be good people. At least do that. If you're not going to comment down below, at least be a good person. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you guys enjoyed. And just stay safe, guys. And sometimes being as open as I am about things isn't the best idea. My immediate family is very accepting of me, which is why I feel the strength to be so open. Just be careful with how open you are. I know that I set an example where I'm like, hey, it's okay if you're fucking gay. Like, fuck, you do you, boo. Be fucking proud of it. I mean, yeah, be proud of it, but be careful as well. Know the people that are in your life, because I don't want any of you guys to get hurt. I care too much about other people for that. Like, I literally cry my eyes out when I see that there's a missing person or a kid died or just someone died. I cry my eyes out because I didn't even know that person, but how they died was so horrible, and I'm like, that's so horrible. Why would anyone want to do that? So, yeah, please be respectful of others and just be happy. Know your limits. Know the people around you before you go on and come out and get hurt. Okay? Right after you turn 18, if this makes any of you feel better, right after you guys turn 18, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. You guys can move out and not have to worry about your family anymore if they're being bigots. So, unless you're already 18, and then, well, fuck, you're... I mean, same thing goes for you, but, you know, that really doesn't apply to you. And guys, and stay safe. Peace out. Bye.